I would strongly recommend that you watch part 2, video number 1, first, as it contains parts that are related to this video, i.e. video number 2, but which are not repeated here. Thank you. Hey guys, my name is Harry Karanassos from the Foundry of Ideas. This video is part of a video series on woodworking projects and tools, and hopefully these videos will make it easier for you to find exactly what you're looking for. As you can see, I have moved a residence, so to speak, in my touch and go bench that I have made here. It's just a piece of wood that I have secured on my vise, and as you can see also, I have used the clamp to hold the linked board securely with the pocket hole board. Now, what I said to you earlier was that I want the pilot hole to be approximately there, which is maybe in excess of 15 millimeters. Now I will put here a little piece of tape so that I can see what I'm doing, and the next thing is to put this in my drill. And because now instead of drilling holes I'm going to be drilling with this one, I shall stay with the same speed setting and clutch setting. I like to give it a quick turn to see that the actual drill bit is in line with the line of the drill. I hunt for the pocket hole, and here we go. That's fine. And I repeat here, and we are done. Now I am going to be applying the screws, and for this purpose I'm going to use the driver, but this time I'm going to go with a speed of 5, and on the top here I'm switching to 1. My first screw is here. I will put it in there, and the second screw goes here, and as you can see the clutch is doing its work properly. Now, as you can see, here I have what I might call an excellent connection, because there is no gap here or here. This is very strong, I can't shift it, and the screws have not exited. They are within the linked board. Now, I would call this successful, and I would also call this good enough for doing actual work. Now, in order to show you another way of connecting, I will have to take the screws out just in case. So again, I will apply the clamp, and I will reverse the drill is done its work. I take the clamp away, and here we have the holes and the pocket holes here and here. Now, instead of doing this connection, I am going to do this connection. By the way, is called a face connection, and as you can see, I have the edge here and the A of the fibers going this way on the linked board. And in order to hold things properly, I'm going to show you the application of another clamp. This clamp here, as you can see, has got a cylindrical protrusion, and basically it can go in here, like so, and readjust the clamp. So as you can see now, the clamp is securing this board onto this board. I am going to go with one screw here, and so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, let me rearrange the camera so that you have a better view. Right, so as you can see, the clamp is here, it has gone into this pocket hole. I have put the screw here, and I am going to make sure that I have got the correct direction for the screw. Let me come this way so you have a better view of what I'm doing. Very good. Now that screw that I've just put in position here will hold the wood, therefore we don't need the clamp anymore. Not in this position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this clamp, and basically I am now going to apply the screw here. To make life easier, I will put the screw like so. There we are. Let me remove the clamp. As you can see, again, no exit here as well. So this is a what they call an edge pocket hole arrangement, and it is good. Again, it's very strong, and there we are. The system works. So far, so good. If I were to use a thicker piece of wood, obviously I will remove this plunger and I will replace it with the shorter plunger. Now this one here, let's say for instance we have a 38mm wood, and what I will do is, now before I go any further, let me just get rid of all this dust here so that the wood can land properly. Now for our convenience and for the sake of example, I have drawn a line here which is the center of the thickness of this wood. Now, so that you get an idea of how we work with the collar, so to speak, let me move this out of the way a little bit. I use the back guide because I'm going for a high thickness material, and as you can see what is happening now, we have the tip of the drill, the pilot tip, in the center of the thickness of the wood, which is really the correct way for the drill bit to be. So quite satisfied with this arrangement, and I could go ahead and drill pocket holes as per the present arrangement. I have covered all the points that I had in my notes for bringing to your attention. If you're using a drill jig like this for pocket holes, my recommendation is that you buy an extra or two drill bits like this, because if you drop this by mistake on a cement floor, chances are you pilot guide will break, and then this drill bit will be rendered completely useless. One point that you have observed, and I want to mention once again, is the amount of dust that we have here. And as you have seen, there is no provision for dust extraction here. However, there may be a possibility that somebody can insert a very thin section, rectangular piece of aluminium pipe, and if you, let's say, this is the face of the pipe that we want to use. If we can drill here a hole between the two guides here, we block the pipe at this end, and here we attach our dust extraction system. A lot of all this dust will be removed. However, this is another modification that you will have to make, and probably I will also have to find a way to put a solution like this in actual practice in the near future. I do think that this jig can serve to produce pocket holes for large pieces of board where you have got to have a large number of pocket holes along a lengthy board. I think this is the recommended way of operating. However, the problem is that I had to bring it to a position where the whole thing is now working properly, leaves a lot to be desired from the point of view of the initial design, so to speak. And of course, the arrow that I showed you on this side here doesn't bother me very much, because I can always make a sticker and put it on top to correct the readings that are shown. Although I do know that, like I said, when you're going for a shallow angle here, you're looking at thin thickness of wood, whereas if you go here, you're looking for the two thicker sizes of wood. In case you are interested, please note that the overall length of the original plunger, which was modified, is now 74 millimeters, whereas the overall length of the newly built longer plunger is 92 millimeters. Well, we have reached the end of this video. I do hope that you have found my video informative and useful. Thank you very much for taking the time to go through it with me. If you enjoyed my video, please consider liking it and do subscribe to my channel. If you have any points that you wish to raise, or if you have any questions which are connected to this video, please leave them below in the comments. Your comments are valuable to me because I do try to produce videos that are related to the points that I receive from you. Your comments also help me to make better videos, so please keep your comments coming. Stay safe, healthy and happy, and I hope to see you in my next video.